Hello, my name is Cecilia Haleke and I'm a communications officer for Andiamo Youth Cooperative Trust, under which we have our education institutions, which we call it Andiamo Education Institutions. And fortunately, we partnered with the Be That Girl Foundation in order to provide scholarships for girls who are in need to study at Andiamo Secondary School. And I happen to be among the committee for the selection of the students, and what we did was to collaborate with the stakeholders in the education sector in the district. So we had to reach to what we call primary education advisors. They are the responsibles at zone centers. These centers, the Balaka district is comprised of 12 centers, so we targeted the rural centers, which are 10 of them, and we reached out to them, and through them they communicated with head teachers from different primary schools, especially those in the rural areas, who selected the students who with the best performance, academic performance, and afterwards we had to meet all of these students. There were a total of 208 students, and they say our selection comprised of two criteria. The one which was based on academic performance, and what we did was to examine these students. They had to write exams in mathematics, English, and primary science, and then we also had to interview them. It was one-to-one interviews, and the interviews were aimed at finding the financial backgrounds of the students. So we had to ask them about their parents, how they live at home, what sources of income they have, and what do they do per day, how many times they eat, things that were aimed at finding out how they literally fare in the economic criteria. And after those interviews, we had to, our work is to rank among the students who are the most needy and who are the most, who do the best in academically, so that we come up with the really brilliant but also needy students. And we are close to finishing that selection. The team is close to finishing that selection, and what we noticed during our visits to the zone centers was that we have different kind of students. The ones that really have to struggle in order to access education, and some others struggle but not more than others. For example, there was an issue for distances. Some students live very far from their schools. They have to cover about 26 kilometers or more, and some of them have to walk for 2 hours or 1 hour in order to reach the school. And it was very touching for us, because usually when we come back from school, we have to do homework and other activities, but also we have to do chores at home. We have to help. Maybe we have to go to the farm and help the parents. So for someone who has walked about 2 hours to go home, and they have to do all those chores, and they have to also study, it's very challenging. And our hope is that if those students make it to the final selection and that they are granted the scholarship, this will help them greatly. They will be relieved of some of their struggles and they will be comfortable learning in the premises of Andiamo. Thank you.